it's Bunny, and today I'm going to be telling you guys one of my Dear Me stories. Today I'm going to be telling you guys a story of young Bunny. Bunny from long, long ago. About when I hit junior high age is when, at least for me, I started seeing cliques form. You weren't kind of all just little kids playing together at school anymore. That's kind of when real friendships started to form and people would separate out into little groups. That's kind of when popularity started being something that I would pay attention to or notice. Oh, like these are the popular kids. All the popular kids are going to get pizza on a Friday night at CC's Pizza. Unlimited pizza, all the pizza you can eat. You know, just things like who would get invited to whose birthday parties and kind of like how you were treated at school and in class and where you would sit at lunch and all those super important factors that just feel like the most important thing in the world when you're growing up and going to school and stuff like that. I had such a burning desire when I was younger to be popular, and it wasn't like for the fame or the notoriety or anything like that. I wanted to be popular because I felt lonely a lot of times and I felt not included in a lot of things. I did not get invited to many birthday parties or many events when I was growing up, and I guess it's because I was kind of a weird child who then blossomed into a weird adult. But I wanted to play like imaginary games like about the X-Files and finding space aliens and all kinds of stuff like that. But I still wanted to be popular. But the thing that was agonizing for me is I wanted to be popular, but without having to do anything that would change myself or my interests or how I wanted to dress or express myself. I wanted to be popular for myself and what made me me. And I don't know if this is still how things go because this was in the 90s, but in the 90s, if you were a popular girl, you had to shop at a certain place. You had to wear Nike tennis shoes and you had to like have your hair cut in a certain way with a certain type of bangs. And it wasn't even necessarily about the clothes that you owned and the clothes that you wore. You also had to wear them in a specific way and fix your hair in a specific way, and I just wanted none of it, okay? I've always had an extremely distinctive fashion style, and when I was in junior high, I wanted to wear baggy, oversized t-shirts that literally looked like they could be a dress on me, and super bright, sometimes patterned leggings. I remember a pair that I loved. It was like fuchsia. That's just what I wanted to wear. And all the popular girls like wore like gingham polo shirts and denim shorts and had their hair like cut with bangs, and the bangs were like rolled with a barrel brush, and I didn't want none of that. And I actually remember I had a class with some of the popular girls, and like one day they noticed me because I had been assigned to pass back the papers. The teacher was like, go hand these out. So I'm like walking around, and it was like kind of like a conversation time. Like you could talk amongst yourselves while the papers were being passed out. So I remember one day these popular girls stopped me and they started talking to me, and I was like, oh my God, they know I exist. But they started kind of like asking me a bunch of questions and like touching on me and like fidgeting with my clothes, and I never wanted to wear my t-shirts tucked in. That's just not what I'm about, still to this day. And they were like, why don't you tuck your shirt into your shorts? Why don't you curl your hair like this? Why don't you wear blah blah blah? And I was just like kind of like excited that they were talking to me, but at the same time like kind of displeased that they were like wanting to change stuff about me. After a few more interactions that went just like that, you know, every time I would come across these girls, they would be like, well, why aren't you wearing these kinds of shoes? Why aren't you wearing this kind of shirt? So I very, very quickly realized that the things and the type of person I would have to become to be popular and who I really was and what I really liked and who I really wanted to be, that those two things may never meet. Even though during junior high and high school, I spent many sleepless night up late crying, feeling like I had no friends and that I would never fit in anywhere and that nobody would ever accept me for who I am. I stuck through it, and now here I am today. The most important thing back then and still now to me was that I always just be myself and who I want to be, how I want to express myself, what I want to wear, whoever I want to hang out with. The sacrifice was just not good enough for me to just kind of like fit in and blend in, like just to get a group of friends. That is definitely the thing that I would love to be able to go back and tell myself is just, hey, you know, just hang in there. It's really difficult now. You don't feel like you fit in anywhere now. You don't have many friends now, but just hold out and wait for the future. And that is one of the things that I always try and stress to you guys. Whoever you're in school with now, it may feel like it's like a captive audience and you can only get along with these people. You're trapped with these people. Maybe they don't have the same likes and interests as you do. Just don't despair, because you will move on from this and there is a whole big wide world out there. And that's been one of the most fun things about YouTube and connecting with all of you guys from all over the world, is that I discovered and I found out so many of you guys feel exactly like I do and you like the same kind of stuff that I do. And even in real life, you know, I've met lots of people, and granted, I don't have like tons of friends, like I don't have like 20 friends, but I have probably at least like 5 really, really good friends. And I feel like it's a really good mutual friendship. We honestly care about each other. We like and appreciate the same kinds of things. And there's none of that like gross peer pressure kind of stuff of like, you have to talk like this and you have to act like this. Definitely, I learned pretty quick after I graduated from high school that popularity totally doesn't matter anyway. After you leave that little bubble of wherever you're at right now and that little group gets split up, there is no such thing as popularity in the adult world, at least not in the same way. Definitely, if I just had one message to share with you guys, that would be, don't lose sight of who you are and what makes you feel happy, safe, comfortable. Just hold on to that near and dear to your heart, because each person, the individual, is the most beautiful thing that there can be, because there is not one person on the face of the planet who can replace you. You are special and unique exactly how you are. So just don't let anybody contaminate that. Don't let anybody take away your shine. Don't let anybody tell you that you have to be a certain way or look a certain way or act a certain way, or that you'll never get anywhere, because that is 100% not true. Just be yourself and love yourself, appreciate yourself. And if there's nobody around you right now who loves and appreciates you, that is okay, because you will move on from whatever place that you're in now. You will go out into the world, you will get a career, it will be awesome, you will find new friends, maybe go to university somewhere. No matter what you decide to do, I guarantee you, you have bright and awesome things in your future. So that is my story for you guys today. I would absolutely love to hear you guys' Dear Me story. If you want to share it down below in the comments and kind of share with me some of your stories, or if you could go back in time and tell yourself one important lesson that you've learned, what would it be? Or you can also just leave a video response here on YouTube. Just make sure that you hashtag it Dear Me. I would love to see you guys' stories. You can link me the video down below in a comment if you decide to make one. I know we don't have video responses necessarily anymore, but now we can link videos in the comments. And thank you guys so much for being here with me today and spending some time with me. I love you guys so much. I really do. Each one of you is so incredibly important to me. So keep being yourself, and I love you guys so much. Bye.